Hello guys, and welcome to Ride VIP, the Ride Show channel. My name is Serge, and in today's video I want to share with you guys how did my Sunday night go. Better yet, it was the Super Bowl Sunday night. I'm not gonna say it's been too great, but it's not bad either. But this is the way my Sunday started out. I started out with a total of $189.26 for Sunday, because part of that was due to the Saturday's earnings. And let's go to the app. So you could clearly see the numbers are pretty high on Sunday, which is actually $409. But when I try to click on it, it does this. So let's just exit out and just go to the normal type of thing. As you could see, I've completed 20 trips. I got $409, and this is for Sunday. So I was able to fully complete the quest. I was able to get like $190, something like that. So that was nice. So that was some extra earnings on my part. Otherwise, it would have been kind of weak. But anyways, I could easily continue working all the way till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm choosing not to. That is a huge benefit of working for yourself and not having to pay for a Tesla or a rental for that matter. So I'm just in my BMW driving home, and I just don't care. I said lots of no's today, and I do want to show you guys some of the no's that I did say no to. Right before, I want to show you the acceptance rate. So the acceptance rate's actually going to drop a little bit more, because I said tons of no's. I wish I could say that was in my favor. It wasn't. I did not get any better ride offers because of that, unfortunately. But here's some of the ride offers that I've been getting. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. Here's another no. And another no. And one more no. And another no. And here's another no. And another one. Another one. And here is another one. And now I'm getting ready to go through an intersection where the light doesn't work. Great. And a semi truck happened to be passing through. Let's see. Here's another no. Here's another no. And I know that this one seems like pretty good. I should have taken it, but I said no. Just trying out some new things. Said no to this, and no to that, and no to this, and no to that. And this was a Lyft offer. I was thinking like, wait, maybe Lyft has something better. Said no to that as well. Here is another no. And here's another no. Look how ridiculous some of this stuff. Like, it's like what? 11 and a half miles away. 11-mile trip. 22-mile trip total. My car does 20 miles per gallon. $4. What is this? And that's a no. And this is how it's been. I'll just add that to my catalog of no's. It's like, look, I'm gonna use like $4 in fuel. I'm gonna make $4.38 for basically 40 plus minutes of my time. No, I'm not doing this. They are so ridiculous. Let me see. So we'll watch them try to give me that one. And it's like, I'm just driving home right now, and you would think they try to give me, because I got the destination mode set. You would think they try to find me something along the way, but no, they're not gonna do that. Here's another no. And another no. And another no. That's why I was like telling you guys, it should go by. Look how evil this offer was. $6.66 for basic like 14 miles. That doesn't make any sense. And here's another no. This one, I believe I said yes to. This one seemed reasonable, but I considered saying a no to that one. And this is obviously a no. And another 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 one. And another one. I'm just sharing this with you guys just so you could see some of the right offers that I'm getting. And I don't want to waste too much of your time. You could pause on some of these things if you want to. But maybe you're getting better offers. Maybe you're not. But I'm a Uber X with a BMW. And this is my Uber X offers. And this is just everything I've been taking today. And this is kind of like what I started my Sunday with. It was like 210. So I started right here and I'm like, okay, let me just continue working. And this is where it got me. So yeah, at this pace, I'm not getting my diamond. That's for sure. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go flying. It's their destination mode never works for me. Like, it just doesn't. It's like, might as well not even use it. It's just useless. I wasn't planning to work this coming week. This is what my bonus is. It says it hasn't started yet. Quest will begin Monday. It says it's locked. Maybe I selected this quest. I'm not sure. Kind of looks like I didn't, but maybe I selected it. Not sure. But something I want to tell you guys towards the end. Sometimes to keep going, you have to have some kind of goal in mind. There's something you gotta achieve. I got a goal in mind, and I told you guys this before, so I'm like, I'm just gonna have to push through it. Just gonna have to push through it. I'm oh my gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied here. I'm still doing some other things besides Uber, like selling on eBay. I gotta actually ship something in the morning after I wake up. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna go home, take care of that, because I sold one part for 250 bucks. But I'm working on something very big. I don't want to say it right now, but it's bigger than what I was working on, which that was already big. But I'm just gonna have to push through it this February and March. I have big goals for this year. I'm not gonna waste your time talking about them, but if you want to get motivated, subscribe to this channel. I do talk about a lot of different things. I just don't want to waste your time longer than I have to with this video. But anyways, guys, I did wanted to point out one more thing, and I was gonna make a separate video on this. This is what got me thinking today. I like literally wanted to stop and just record this video for y'all, but it started getting dark, and I'm like, well, you're not gonna see me anyways. So I'm just gonna say this, and I'll say this again. I was thinking earlier today, I'm like, well, we as drivers, we're not really satisfied with these ride offers, right? We're not satisfied. So I'm not satisfied. I'm an Uber X. You're not satisfied. You're an Uber XL. You're not satisfied, you know, and you're doing like Uber Comfort. Maybe somebody else is not satisfied and they're doing Uber Black, but I'm not sure how their pricing works. With the upfront fares that we've been getting, I've tried doing Uber Green, as you guys could tell, Comfort, Uber X. To be honest, I see no difference. Some of my Comforts paid me more, but shoot, some of my X paid me more. You know, Uber X rides. Some of the Comforts paid so little, I'm like, what? It says Comfort here, I'm getting paid like an X price. That's what I normally get. So you know what I'm thinking? We have like absolutely no clue what our pay is based on. Like, is that the kind of car that you have? Is that Like, what is it really based on anymore? So I'm thinking, okay, so we're not happy, right? So if we wanted to, for instance, protest for better wages, what are we protesting for? Oh, raise the prices. Like, oh, we raised your prices, so maybe every once in a while you're gonna get a good offer. But realistically, we can't like say like we could have before, when we used to get paid, let's say like we used to get paid like 51 cents a mile, and in some areas like 70. Each area had their own little price. So at least we could have said, well, we're not satisfied with 51 cents anymore because you know, for instance, the standard mileage deduction is 58.5 cents, which was in 2022. It's higher in 2023. I think it's 65.5 cents. Not sure. I still need to look into that. But the thing is, okay, like we could have protested to be higher than what the standard mileage deduction would have been. But now, how are we even supposed to say like what we want? I mean, yeah, we want a little bit more than $1 per mile, but our pay is no longer based on a per mile type of basis. But then if I want $1 per mile, you probably want more because maybe you're an Excel, maybe you're Comfort. Would $1 really satisfy you as it would me? Probably not. And none of this stuff makes sense anymore. And the fact that we cannot see what the customer is paying really makes Uber and Lyft in complete control of their income and their expenses when it comes to us. So now they could just overcharge the rider, which I know, it's obvious. We will not know that the rider was overcharged. We will not know what the rider paid unless we ask. While we're being like so underpaid. And how are we even supposed to ask for higher wage? It's not based on anything anymore. Look at the numbers I just gave you guys. Bunch of screenshots. Did you see how they're like all over the place? And this is all UberX offers. Like, not to confuse anybody. It's just UberX. But look at them, like literally, if you do the math, it's just all over the place. It's not based on anything. Sure, some of them have like a little area surge. Just remove the surge, you'll make it like regular. But it's literally all over the place. It's like, sure, it's understandable. If there's a surge going on. It's gonna display a surge price on top of that. If there's a promotion area, that's gonna be displayed. But normally, I have a bunch of screenshots with no promotions, with no surges, and it's still the numbers fluctuate from $1 per mile, 70 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, have you pick. It's all over the place. And I will make a video where I've done some math like in advance on some of the ride offers, and somehow like during editing place the actual number, what the actual payout is per mile on that particular trip, and see if we can make some kind of sense out of it. But guys, I do not really understand, like, how is UberX any different from like Uber Comfort anymore or Uber XL? When I had friends that do both, and some of the XL drivers are making even less than I am. And that, my friends, do not make any sense to me whatsoever. But with that being said, please let me know your thoughts below, guys. You know, let's keep this conversation going. But I'm thinking like, wow, like something needs to change. But how do we really change it? And one last thing before I leave. This is why towards the end of my night, from like, well, the end of my night especially, I'm thinking like, okay, I already done my bonus. I got nothing to lose except driving home empty, as you could see, which I drove all the way from the edge of Charlotte to go home, because I chose not to accept all the bullcrap runs that they were giving you. Even though they were like 60, 70 cents per mile averaging, I'm like, still, no, I just didn't take it. Nothing has improved by me not taking it. But I was like hoping to see some improvement, but nothing has improved. It all stayed the same old offers. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I read your comments sometimes, and like some of you guys saying like, well, I made X amount of dollars because I cherry pick like really good. You don't cherry pick good enough. What is there to cherry pick? I cherry picked the hell out of the stuff today. Super, like, out of all days, Super Bowl Sunday. Why I'm bringing this thing up? You would think I would have been getting paid more, but no, I was not. It was not even surging that bad. It was just like, oh, so. Overall, I made like what, like $200 basically, because I started I think like with 209. So 200. I don't know how long it took me to make that. Maybe 8 hours. I'm just guessing because I did not make, you know, the whole shift. So probably per hour I did pretty good on an average. But since it doesn't pull up for me, which is kind of sucks, I cannot really determine that. I just cannot. It's freezing, as you could see. Will not let me calculate. Like over here, I could see like this last Sunday. I could see what I was getting paid and how much for, but not this one. Doesn't let me. And it always does that towards the end of the week, before or after 12 o'clock. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry to talk so much and waste your time, but all of these things was on my mind, and I figured, look, I'll share with you guys. You're the only ones that would understand because you guys are in the same shoes as I am. And yeah, certainly we should be looking for something else, and I am doing something else. A lot of us are not so fortunate. Like we might not be able to find something better, something as flexible as this. So ultimately they're gonna have to do something to improve what we're getting paid. But oh yeah, one last topic. But I think if we all drivers just got together and we just stop accepting, like, not like turn your apps off, because I think, like, I mean, is it really gonna do some good? But like, it's like we all came together and not do it for a day, not do it for a week, but just simply just do one thing, and that's have some dignity to only accept what you're willing to get paid. Just not treat this like a job and just grab anything. I think if all the drivers did that, they would have no choice, but the algorithm will have no choice but to raise the rates. And I think if that's not done by the majority, by ourselves, we're weak. We cannot make changes by ourselves. Like, if it's just me cherry picking, or you, maybe you get lucky because your area there's not that many drivers. You could cherry pick all day, all you want. But I think most of these drivers, not only that there's nothing to cherry pick from, there's no cherries left because there's so many cherry pickers. All the cherries are gone. But anyways, guys, have a good one. Take care of yourself. Please be safe out there. Take care.